Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back for another Walking Dead video. Today I want to talk about just a couple of things with Dead City just around the corner here in the next few months. You know, we don't have an official release date. That's been kind of the thing with them lately, not really giving us an official date, just kind of a time window that we can expect it. But as we know, Dead City Season 2 is slated to come out this spring. Now, spring can be anywhere between March and May at this point. But kind of to tackle our first topic here, Kim Coates, as we know, is coming on as the character of Brugal in this next season. Now, Brugal, we don't really know a whole lot about him other than what Kim Coates has told us, and he did an interview here recently with SCREENRANT, going on to give us kind of our first real description of the character of Brugal and who we can expect him to be and the type of person we can expect him to be. But he goes on to quote that Eli Journe, the showrunner, picked me and said, "You have to play this guy." And I said, "Well, send me some of the scripts." And they did. And I got to tell you, this guy was written for me. He's a dink. He's a bad person. He's super smart. He's a billionaire. He's lived in this incredible enclave during the zombie apocalypse in Manhattan. And when he came out, zombies were running around Manhattan. He got his own little gang together. There's 3 or 4 gangs in season 2, and Brugal, my name, I'm certainly playing the biggest gang member of my squad. I kill a lot of zombies. So we can see that his description kind of is the general description of every character he's ever played. Because when he was in Sons of Anarchies, he was an interesting character to say the least. He was very manipulative, kind of backstabby, just kind of did his own thing because that whole gang within that show, they were, they all talked about the brotherhood and whatnot, but a lot of them were out for themselves, and he was no exception. And this particular actor, Kim Coates, who's played a lot of random characters, he is pretty good at playing the kind of scumbag type character, and it seems like in Dead City, it's not going to be any different. So I'm definitely excited to see what he brings to it, just what we can expect in a whole with this character. But my guess is with this type of character, and especially with this guy playing him, and kind of giving this description that he is a bad person, he's very smart, so we can already tell he's probably going to be very manipulative and very, back alley planning kind of guy. And being a billionaire, he's come to expect a certain way of things, someone that's not used to being told no. And I can see now that with Negan coming into the front of it all, with him being expected to lead all of these gangs, or at least unite them all, him and Brugal they're going to come to blows. It's just bound to happen. They're going to have disagreements. They're going to have backstabby type of moments, at least on Brugal's side. I can see him going around trying to figure out, how can I get rid of this guy? I don't like what he's doing with my setup. I'm comfortable. I don't want him messing with any of the things that I've put in place. So I can already see that he is going to be a problem in every sense of the word. And being that he's super smart and just a bad person from what he describes, he is going to be a major problem. And I can already tell that he's going to cause all kinds of issues with Negan, and more than likely with Dama and with Croat. Being also with Croat, he's so loyal to Negan, even though that Negan has tried to kill him in the past, and everything that he's done to kind of manipulate Negan himself. And with the Dama being the type of person that she seems to be, who is very kind of pretty much off her rocker, in my opinion. Someone that we don't really know much about, and she just seems like she's very much living in her own little fairy tale land. I expect there to be just a lot of shenanigans going on between all these characters, how they interact, how they get along, how they plan things, and just how they will bring these groups together, just what all of that will entail. I foresee a lot of shit going down for the most part. And with that too, with Dead City supposedly supposed to be coming out this spring, there's rumors that it's going to come out this summer with another particular show on AMC. Now, this show I don't know anything about. It's called Dark Waters. It's supposedly going into its 3rd season. It's supposed to premiere sometime, I want to say it was March, and then the finale would be somewhere at the end of April, beginning of May. And so to kind of stay in that springtime time frame, I can see Dead City Season 2 premiering between the beginning and middle of May to kind of stay in that time frame, because there's all of this talk right now because Scott Gimple wants to make sure everything's perfect, but I think it's just wanting to do things his own way, that they have rumored that Dead City could possibly get pushed out to the summer, with trying to get all the visual effects down and trying to get all the post-production done correctly. And on top of that too, we had all these rumors here this last couple of weeks, and I did multiple videos about it, where there were people talking about that they were possibly doing some reshoots or some additional filming for Dead City Season 2, But there was also the rumor too that maybe it's for a completely different show. Only thing that we really knew, and I wouldn't say it was for certain, but we knew that it was being filmed by the same production company that owns The Walking Dead and pretty much all of AMC's shows. So, not really sure what to expect, but I think we're in for quite the ride for the season 2. I think Kim Coates will add kind of that shock and awe that we've been missing the last little bit. You know, we got Negan coming back, kind of going back to his roots, but at the same time too, I don't think he's going to go full Negan because I don't think he wants to be that guy anymore. So I'm actually pretty excited for this next season. Daryl Dixon season 2 didn't really do it for me. It was just kind of all it felt like it was all thrown together and just kind of like there you go. And with this one, I think they've put a little bit more work into it. And as we know, we are getting 8 episodes versus the normal 6, so we have a little bit more room to tell a little bit more story and go into a little bit more detail and give us something to actually be excited about. So I'm ready for this next season and just what they do with it. And just with all the rumors swirling around about, how are they going to bring back Rick, if they bring him back at all, and just different things like that, I'm hoping that they find a way to incorporate bringing him back with either Dead City or Daryl Dixon. So with this next season, I'm excited to see what they do with it, how they will incorporate, if they do anything with other parts of the Walking Dead universe. Will we see any more cameos or anything like that? But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did and you like this type of content, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, consider subscribing, and I will see you next time. So take care. Bye.